Today, we are going to publish Argoflows to crates.io. Yes, today is the day. I'm really excited. Welcome back to the channel. I have been away for last 7 days trying to find time, although it was a very busy work week at office, but I was still somehow managed to get some time and make progress on Argoflows. Unfortunately, though, I was not able to upload my progress or share anything on even on LinkedIn. But I think that's something that we can fix, and I hope that what we cover today is going to make it all worth it. So let's jump straight away into onto Chrome, and let me give you a quick progress update at what I was able to do in last 1 week. And you should now be seeing my terminal, and let me bring up Chrome real quick. So this is Argo Flows as usual. I wonder if I can switch to dark schemes somehow. I'm not really sure because I think it's dependent on the on the system settings. Maybe let me quickly check. Otherwise, I will have to bear with it. Appearance. Where is appearance? Here is appearance. Mode dark. I just switched to dark mode. Should be easy on your eyes now. Hopefully. No. Not yet. Settings, appearance, sync with system though. Single theme, and I want it to be. I like that this one. Maybe this one even better. No, this is good. All right. Sorry about that. I just wanted it to be easy on your eyes, so that's the intention. Okay. Now we can jump back to Argo Flows. Okay. So, as for the progress update, I did create a few issues. As I've been progressing, I've made a few good first issues and I've tried to tag them based on when I want to release them. It's a very rough graph that I have imagined, but obviously we can change it as required. Now, the pull requests say the actual story, what I was able to cover. I added types for workflow and workflow template. This has been a huge PR. I started defining one type and one after other that, and then so on and so on. It was like going down the rabbit hole. And it turned out that I had to push 57 files at once. And I don't think it was super exciting stuff that I should have recorded. It was just me going through each and every field that we need for our types or APIs to work. So this is what it is. You're obviously open to visit the pull request. And if you have any suggestions to improve in the code, since there it is must, feel free to open up in any issue. So other than that, I was able to add implementations for workflow service and workflow template service. If I quickly jump back to the terminal, I should be able to show you that we now have examples for the info API. We also have examples for workflow API and workflow template API. And we can actually cargo run example workflow template API, and this will give you an idea like what the state is. So as of now, you can create a workflow template. You can list workflow templates. You can also get a workflow template if required, and you can also delete a workflow template. So basically, we are supporting CRUD operations, not you as such, because we are not supporting update as of now. Should still be fine for our first release. We can't have everything covered in one go. And we very similarly, we also have uh, workflows created, updated, not updated, created, listed, get, and deleted. So that's the state of the project as of now. And I wanted to publish it onto crates.io so that people can start using it if they want to. And at least we can then have iterative a model implemented for Argo Flow so that I can patch things as we go, add things in terms of patches. I don't want to wait till the very end of the of everything being implemented and then publishing it to Gates.io. I don't want that. So yep. Okay, so in order to streamline the process of publishing, I actually created an issue to publish Crates.io. There are certain steps I identified that we need to cover before we publish to Crates.io. And how do I know about these issues? This is because there is a page. Again, it's uh, maybe it's good. So this is publishing to Crates.io. This document will help you with anything that you require to be able to publish. It has all the information that one needs. And as the very first step, it says you should be able to cargo login. And if we go to crates.io, on crates.io, you will be able to log in using GitHub account. And once you log in, you see this account settings section. And under account settings, you'll see API tokens. And I have already created a token. You only get to see the token once. So create a backup of it. And once you do cargo login, as mentioned right here, it actually generates a local credential file that will be used when you try to publish or update your crates on Argo Workflow, or not Argo Workflows, but crates.io. So we do want to add a link. So let's start from there. Let me bring it onto the second screen, maybe, or I can even keep it here. I actually have VS Code open. So let me put it here. Now in the README, I'm not sure if you have already noticed or not, but in the README there's a section which is about supported APIs, and I've already marked the ones that we are supporting now with this release as green checks. So we already supported info service, these endpoints, and now we support be able to create, get, and what was it? List and delete. So these are the endpoints. Same way for workflow template service as well. I think this needs to be rearranged a little bit because it's not super user friendly and does not give you an idea of like which endpoint actually it is in terms of it's not very human readable, I would say. Anyways, so that is there, something that I can do offline. Now it meant to add a link to docs.argoflows. We did create a hyperlink which we disabled at the time. So I can docs.rs Argo flows. I think that should do. So when you, okay, let me talk about this in just a minute. So this is done. Now we also want to update Cargo.toml with all necessary details. And this means in Cargo.toml, there are certain details that you need to add so that it has everything that you need to be able to create a good published crate. And how do you know the minimum? If you do cargo publish and dry run, it gives you, what is it? Okay, it says I have uncommented changes. Stash. And if you look at this at the top one, okay, so it gives you a warning that the manifest has no description, license file, documentation, homepage, or repository. So these are a few fields that you should have when you are publishing to crates.io. And I have created a template in Notion that gives me all those details. I've figured them out, what I want to put for Argo flows. Now, so it says documentation. When you, if you have your own website, if you can publish it, your documentation there, and then give a link to that documentation or website in cargo.toml. However, if that is not the case and you do not have a website, what happens by default is that all the documentation is hosted in this URL, which was the one we were using in README. So all the documentation is published at docs.rs slash the create that you have. So you can go to docs.rs and let's say standard, which gives you the standard library. But you can also go to docs. Come on. Slash Argo flows. And as of now, it says the create does not exist, which is correct. So let's fix that. I will switch back to terminal and stash apply. Now, real quick, let's let's quickly change or add details to Argo flows configuration in package details. The version I want to publish is obviously 1.0 or 0.1.0. Now, what other details we need is this whole thing. Maybe I'll just copy everything and we can see the diff. Okay. So let's take a quick look at the diff. You maximize this. So it's not important what we had earlier because we had the similar stuff. Where is the sidebar? I can't resize it. Come on. Anyways, maybe should I zoom out? Yes. So there is a license that I've added, which is Apache 2.2 authors. That's being myself so far. If you were to have more contributors, I'll probably create a team and then add that team as the authors. Category, there are a bunch of categories that you have on crates.io, and you need to identify from crates.io which category your crate fits into. If you go to crates.io on the home page, there are a few crates, new crates, most downloaded, just updated, and popular categories. So you can identify where your crate fits in, and that's how you figure out your crate category. I've already done that, are fixed into API bindings and web programming HTTP client because we are ultimately creating an HTTP client. There's a description that will be shown on the crate documentation link, keywords, and README repository, and what we want to include. Yep, that's all of it. I think I would also want to include examples. I'm not sure if we should include examples or not. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I should. It never hurts. If we are not supposed to, we will know. Okay. All right. I don't have directories, but it should be fine. So this is our final configuration for Cargo.toml. And let's jump to the checklist again. See, we've updated the Cargo.toml with necessary details, create a release ticket. But before I do that, I need to commit these changes. And real quickly, I'll do a dry run again with a branch. Publish 0.1.0. Um, everything, not else, everything required. I think I made a typo. Yep. Quired. Now that we have done that, let's do a quick dry run. Because by virtual dependency section is not allowed. It's by dependency section which is not allowed. Which did I make a typo somewhere? Fail to pass manifest. What am I missing? Or is it that I... Okay. Let me quickly reopen this. So Rust Analyzer is failing with certain errors. This is not really helpful. And I'm not able to undo this. Maybe git reset. Why is it saying that Cargo.toml does not exist? Okay, I will revert the file and then let's try to see if this works. Add doc badge. Okay, which means we have a valid Cargo.toml. So I will manually add things that we need. So we already have version and we can add license and categories, description, documentation. And just so we're sure that things are working fine. Okay, so crap. I was hoping that I could actually run this over and over again, but that doesn't seem to be the case. We already have addition, so I can skip that. Keywords, readme, and repository. Why is it that it's already complaining about... So this is the correct version of the file. As soon as I add something more, it fails. So this could be... Is it keywords? Okay, keywords is fine. And what about readme? This is also fine. This is also fine. And I think I know this is also fine. Strange. Seems like it's fine. Okay, probably it was some typo. I'm not 100% sure what was going wrong. Maybe it does not want me to add examples, or you can't add examples. Star, comma, wow, which is now a valid thing. Maybe when I copied it from Notion, I copied something extra. I don't know. Food examples. Should be working. Okay. Yes, it's working. Now, what next? I can do, so if this is good, I'll do a quick GitHub PR. Publish version 0.1.0. Prepare to publish. Actually does not fix, but it adds on to it. So we're gonna have to wait a little bit for the CI to finish. The other thing is to create a tag, and ultimately we can publish. Okay, come on. So this can be merged now. And now I'll relate it to this one. If I were to do it earlier, just FYI, it would have closed this issue, which is not something I want. Okay, now that is merged. Uh, Up here, it is broken because we never really published. So let's go to tags. You want to create a first tag. It's, let's create a first tag. Drum rolls, please. Create tag and generate release notes. This is all we have done so far, which is, I think, pretty good. I made them my first contribution. Hooray! Let's publish this. And with that, we should be now ready to create a release tag, publish to crates.io. And how exactly do we publish? That is something I need to figure. I think we can do just cargo publish. Oh, wait, not this. And now we should be able to do cargo publish. Let's see. It says it's published. So here is it. And since it's published, let's see on crates.io, which means we have a release tag, which is cool. It's something that we did. We have done this part as well. To verify the crate, I'll straight away go to crates.io and maybe search for Argo flows. And here we go. We have our crate published. Awesome. Feels good. Feels good. It's really good. Docs is failing still. We'll see why it's failing. But this is a README, which does not really help at all. So I'll need to fix this one. But as of 18th Jan 2025, 5:49 p.m., you can now use Argoflows as a public repository. It's a public crate, not repository. But yes, you can use it. Build is in progress. It will be available soon. So this is a README. Um, it's the So yeah, I think I don't know if it's helpful for you, but I think it should be because at some point I hope that you will be also publishing your crates to crates.io or publishing your packages, whatever you have built. So the crate is published, and we can close the issue. I will just give it a link to. I was hoping to give it the links to the crates.docs.io, but it should be fine. Crate is also available. So it's 54 KB in size. I have created a few issues to improve that. I hopefully believe that in the next one, it should reduce. Let's see. So the link to the docs is here. And the crate has been published to this should do. Or maybe we can just can we oh, it has to be crate stock something. Okay. Yep. Awesome. That's it for now. And we just published our first rate. It is still in progress. This can wait. We should be able to wait for it. It's fine. Dependencies. Are there any dependents? None as of now. Obviously, we just published it. Uh, and yep, cool. This is all I wanted to cover in this video. We just published Argoflows to crates.io. And going forward, I will keep on iterating over it. I will make release patches. And I think this will be the last video in terms of the progress update, maybe. But in the next videos, I'd like to cover how actually one can use in their application uh, the Argo flows crate, obviously, and maybe try to create end-to-end examples that will be useful for anyone to refer as a documentation. And I do plan to publish a few blogs so that this crate gets some visibility across different platforms like LinkedIn and yeah, I use LinkedIn the most, and Twitter, maybe X. Yep. Other than that, I think okay. So just a quick switch back. As of now, you can see the dock is passing as well. So we, we have the docs, I think. Yes, it's not super helpful, maybe. Yes, these are the docs. This is the documentation page. So for anyone who is landing onto our screen, will be landed here. Okay, that's a golden moment for me. It's finally out, and now I can continue progressing on this. All right. Thank you for being part of the moment. I really appreciate you being a supporter so far, and I really hope to see you around in the next video. Thank you. Have a wonderful one.